Hi out there, gays, fruit flies, and allies. My name is Barrett, Laurie, and I am happy to be with you today. This is going to be a different kind of video than you're used to getting. This video is for the Let's Talk About Butt Stuff playlist. I had someone who was recently diagnosed with perianal Crohn's disease, the type I have, who also suffered from anal fistulas, who had reached out through direct message on Instagram, and we'd had kind of a dialogue back and forth. And something they said really stuck out with me, and it was, do you ever have bad days? And if so, do you ever show them to the channel? Do you ever show them to your audience? And the truth is, I haven't. I'm not quite sure why, to be honest, other than just knowing this disease and kind of what it does to me. I have to film on days that my energy level is up, because when it's not, it comes through in the video. And you can see that I don't have the perky personality that I think people are used to. Also, most of the content to the Butt Stuff playlist, with the exception of a few of the long form videos or multi-part videos that I've done with someone else, with a guest, they're usually pretty short. They're usually well edited. They're usually outlined in advance. And so they are meant to look highly produced. And in doing that, I tend to film on days I feel good, because on days that I feel like this, who wants to sit in front of a light and talk to themselves?
And as I sit here in front of a light and talk to myself.
I didn't really have an answer for this person. I just said, you're right. And I have an infusion coming up. And so I'm going to take a little time, and when the week is tough, which my week or two before my infusions are always tough. I'm always gradually more and more exhausted. My symptoms as far as blood in the stool and incredible pain with digestion will start back up. And I will also have pressure around my fistula spots. Internal pressure that just discomfort is the best way to describe it. I do not describe it as pain, because like the fistula pain, that was pain. This is more like, this is manageable. It's uncomfortable. I wish I didn't have it, but it's certainly not like, oh, 4-alarm fire, I need a heavy pain med. At times I'm sure it'd be nice to have, but I don't go there. This is what it looks like when I am a week out from an infusion. I was diagnosed with complex perianal Crohn's disease in March of 2020. I immediately started Remicade infusions and immunosuppressants in order to try to get my flare under control. I was looking forward to my May appointment with my GI doctor, because I was supposed to be getting a remission status, and that's not going to happen. I mentioned the Remicade infusions. Most people get Remicade infusions every 8 weeks, and then there is a small percentage that get them closer together. I am in that percentage. I get mine every 6 weeks. Just getting them to every 6 weeks was a massive battle with our insurance company, because it costs about $11,000 every time I sit in the chair for the infusion. I get why the insurance company doesn't want to pay for it, but they certainly don't want to pay for it every single month for the rest of my life. Once you're on Remicade, you stay on Remicade for the rest of your life, or else it loses its effectiveness. So I was really looking forward to the May appointment, because I needed the break from all of it. Honestly, I'm so tired, and it really is emotionally draining to know that consistently you're going to be in pain, and you're going to have some pretty tough side effects and things to the meds, and just all of it is a really tough journey. And I think I haven't done a good enough job of being real about the disappointment when things like the remission appointment is kind of pushed off. It's so funny. I don't think somebody who doesn't have chronic illness will quite understand this, but even getting the message from the nurse at my GI doctor's office that there was no need to do an MRI before this appointment in May, that told me that remission was not happening. I mean, the doctor did call me and kind of talk me through everything and explain, like, it's just not worth wasting the money on the MRI now when it's not going to do what we need it to do. Let's wait until the fall. If we can get your Remicades approved by the insurance company, I want you to have 4 or 5 months of monthly infusions before we, hit your insurance company up with a bunch of money for an MRI. And I think that's what's so frustrating about it, is it's really hard to have a chronic illness, to be sitting there, to have health insurance, and it's still, health is still out of my grasp because I don't have a way to get the treatment I need every month. And that's, for a disease that's made worse by stress, the stress of constantly battling my insurance company, y'all, I'm here to tell you, it's something. Definitely disappointed. I can't do anything to change the health insurance company's decision. So in an effort for my doctor to kind of get ahead of the situation, the Remicade obviously isn't going to be the answer right now because we're still battling them on that. The change up was a dosage in my immunosuppressant that was changed. The medicine was changed, and then the dosage was increased from what I was on before. Really struggling with that. Have had horrific nausea for about 2.5 weeks. The week leading up to the Remicade, even independent of whether I was on the new meds and had the nausea and all of that, the week leading up is still pretty awful. It's still this energy level. It's kind of just non-existent. And I could genuinely sleep like a cat, like 14 to 16, 18 hours a day. Easy. The week leading up to the Remicade. No problem. That's something I could do. And I'd still be tired. It's that thing where if you've ever taken a nap and you nap too long, and then when you wake up, you still feel tired. It's like that all the time, like every day, every second leading up to infusion day. So my infusion's next Monday. Today is Tuesday, April 27th. I am counting down the seconds really until Monday, because Monday I'll feel kind of crappy. I'll get the infusion. I'll come home. I'll stay horizontal and lay low and not do much of anything. And truly within 24 hours, like a miracle, I bounce back. I joked with my husband, it's like our hydrangeas. When I'm needing my Remicade infusion, I start to droop and get sort of saggy and sad. And then I get my Remicade infusion, like I've watered my flowers, and boom, perk right back up. The most bizarre thing in the world. But I am grateful for the Remicade. I'm so, so grateful. But I haven't really shared the emotional side of this, or the parts of it that frustrate me to the point of tears, or the parts that are daunting to think about. The idea that I wanted to do this video to just show everybody out there that this is what Crohn's disease looks like. There isn't a better way I can think of to describe it, and I'm a writer, which is really sad. But other than bone tired, painful from, this last week and the week leading up to my infusions, I always have what I call painful digestion, which is the food doesn't feel good when it hits my tummy. And then from my tummy to the point of a bowel movement, I can feel every step of that digestion, and it's horrifically painful. It's like really bad cramps lower than your stomach. Now, I can't pinpoint quite where the pain is, because where the pain is at 7 p.m. after I eat dinner can be totally different from what I wake up in pain from digestion at 2 a.m. or 3 in the morning. So that's fun. The nausea, of course, from the med switches, which, the medication always switching around always does all sorts of things to the body. So that's just par for the course. Just kind of expect on chronic illness, especially with Crohn's disease, you're going to try some different meds. Things are going to work, not work. They're going to adjust things, and you're sort of like a guinea pig. And so that too is a lot of fun. And the piece that I would say is the most important that I did this video and talked about is the emotional stuff is the hardest part, because it is a mental game that I constantly feel like I'm losing. And I don't want anyone to get the impression from my videos that I'm always happy, that I'm always chipper, that I've always got a good head about this disease thing. I vent to my friends. I have so many of my friends who are just so tired of hearing about my pain or how tired I am. So, I have a group of people that are off of here that I reach out to, and definitely people that also have the same disease and are in the same boat, that I lean on and lean on hard when times are tough. And I also have the world's most amazing and supportive husband and family one could possibly imagine. And at the end of the day, the thing I tell myself, so this person in the DM said, how do you stay so positive? How do you keep pushing forward? My best answer for that, for this person, what I said to him was, every time I feel like I do right now, where I am honestly feeling a little sorry for myself for the denial of the Remicade and the knowing that the remission isn't coming. And, instead of leaning into feeling sorry for myself, what I'm going to do is think about, I am so lucky that I have health insurance. Someone who has this illness could literally go bankrupt just trying to get it under control without health insurance. I am grateful for doctors that care about me and are highly, highly competent and capable. So grateful. And I am incredibly grateful for the support system that I have around me. When I think about those three things, I can't sit in the pity party for too long before I say, okay, buck up. Today is another day. And it could be a whole lot worse. And so we need to focus on what it is that's going really well instead of putting my energy into what's not going the way I want it to. And that may seem trite and simple, and if so, I'm sorry. I'm just sharing with you how I deal. I hope this will be helpful for some of you and insightful. I am truly sorry if my content has given the impression that this whole thing is a cakewalk. And, I don't have bad days too. I do. I apologize if there's any harm that has happened by me not being so open about the tough times. And I will try to do more regular vlogs like this, maybe once a month, where I touch in on the not good days, so you can see what that looks like, and we can talk through it, and you can see someone else that's maybe struggling like you are. And I know it hurts. I know the exhaustion, believe me. And so I just wanted you to see what that looks like. I appreciate you for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Barrett, Laurie, and on this channel we talk all about books, reading and writing them, butt stuff. Don't get it twisted, I'm talking about Crohn's disease. And we also do some fun stuff, which for me is the Gay Agenda video once per month, as well as 2 Fantasy Fairy Book Club book reviews every single month. If any of that sounds like fun to you, you are going to want to click that subscribe button and ding the bell. The bell gives you notifications every time I upload new content to the channel, which is 2 times like clockwork every week. Also, if you enjoy this content, do me a favor and click that like button and leave me a comment below. It helps me with the algorithm. And even if you don't like it and want to say that you didn't like the video, or thumbs down, which I've gotten on a few of these videos. I feel like I've made it when I've gotten somebody who hates on the video. I appreciate you too, because it all helps the algorithm. So either way, I'm good. If you haven't already, head over to the social medias. You're going to find me on Instagram and Twitter at Barrett_Laurie for both. And I look forward to chatting with you over on the socials. So I wish all of you good health, stay healthy and well, and I look forward to seeing you soon.